Love is one of those things that can be really hard to understand. We can try to explain it with science, but there will always be a magical aspect to romance. And yet, when it comes to attraction, there are some interesting psychological facts that might just prove useful when you're looking for that special someone. 1. First impressions. First things first, and yes, we're talking about first impressions. Studies have shown that you only have about 30 seconds to make an impression on someone. That's the amount of time it takes for someone to decide whether they like you or not. 2. Availability. What's the most attractive trait? Surprisingly, research has shown that it's not physical beauty, status, or even personality. It's availability. This basically means that in order to be attractive, you have to let people know you're single, or at least throw some pretty strong hints out there. 3. Mere exposure. Ever felt like you're falling more and more in love with someone the more time you spend with them? That's the magic of the mere exposure effect. Research has found that those who spend more time with each other are statistically more likely to find each other attractive. 4. Chameleon effect. People seem to be attracted to those who act just like they do. They say opposites attract, but the opposite is also true, at least according to the chameleon effect. This states that if you subtly copy people's body language and mannerisms, they're more likely to find you attractive. 5. Matching hypothesis. Ever noticed how most couples are pretty much equally attractive? Seeing a supermodel dating a less attractive person is uncommon, and there's a reason for that. It's called the matching hypothesis, and it states that relationships are more likely to succeed if the two partners are equally attractive, more or less. 6. Pratfall effect. Don't worry too much about acting like a complete fool in front of your crush. Actually, according to the pratfall effect, it might help. Research has shown that people who make mistakes are seen as more human and relatable. 7. Tell them a secret. Telling someone a secret is the ultimate sign of trust. It also leads to more intimacy between two people, as studies have shown. Researchers found that there was a higher degree of attraction when people talked about personal matters rather than small talk. 8. Body language. Body language is so important when it comes to attraction. Here are some common mistakes. Hiding your torso with your arms, not keeping your hands visible, not smiling enough, and not maintaining eye contact. These are all super important when it comes to attraction. 9. Get your adrenaline pumping. Studies have shown that when you take your date out to a theme park or do something really thrilling together, it can increase their attraction to you. It's called the misattribution of arousal, and it's when the human brain confuses feelings of anxiety and thrilling sensations for genuine attraction. 10. Gain-loss theory. Some loving couples started off as fierce enemies. That's what's known as the gain-loss theory. Basically, this states that if someone doesn't like you at first, but later warms up to you, you're way more likely to feel attraction towards them. 11. Make friends with their friends. Just like the Spice Girls say, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. But there is some real truth to this. Research has shown that if you have a mutual set of friends, you're much more likely to be attracted to each other. 12. Have a sense of humor. One of the most attractive traits you can have is a great sense of humor. Taking the relationship seriously is great and all, but studies have shown that they'll probably be way more attracted to you if you fool around and crack a few jokes. 13. Subtle touching. We've been told from day one to keep our hands to ourselves. While you shouldn't touch anyone who doesn't want to be touched, some subtle things like brushing their arm lightly during a conversation can subconsciously create a deep sense of attraction. Lastly, be yourself. What's the most important thing when it comes to attracting people? Be yourself. It may sound cheesy, but it's 100% true. No one will ever like you if you're trying to be something you're not. If you learned something useful from this video, be sure to subscribe. We also have a whole playlist for you if you want to